Hi guys. Okay, so now we are going to be talking about solving systems of equations by graphing. This one's going to be really quick. I just gave you one example that we'll do, and then you'll have two to do on your own. Okay, so let's get going. This one will be due on March 31st. Okay, so your first example, first and only example, we'll zoom in, number 1. Okay, notice that system just means more than one. So we have more than one equation up here. Okay, it's giving us two equations. We are going to solve these by graphing. Okay, so we're going to take it one at a time. So first I'll underline that blue one on top. These are both in slope-intercept form, which tells me my y-intercept and then my slope. Okay, you always start with your y-intercept. Okay, so my y-intercept's at -2, meaning I'm going to put my first point at -2 on my y-axis. Okay, once you have your point, you can use your slope. In fact, I'll make a note over here. Start with y-intercept. Use slope to count to next point. Perfect. Okay, and you should have this in front of you if you printed it off. Okay, so now I can use my slope to count to my next point. My slope is -1/4, so I'm going to go down 1 and over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, whenever we're solving systems by graphing, you might want to put more points on. Okay, if I were going to do down 1/4 again, I'd go off my graph, but you can always go backwards. Up 1 and back 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice it's still in a straight line, it's still going down, so we're okay there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and connect these 3 points with a straight line, arrows at the ends because it goes on forever, and perfect. We graphed our first equation. Okay, let's go ahead and graph our second equation. Again, I have my y-intercept at +1. So I'll put my first point at +1, and then I have a slope of -1. Remember, 1 is always that invisible, creepy number in math. It's always there, so -x is really -1x. So my slope is -1. So from my starting point, down 1 over 1. Okay, we haven't seen where they intercept yet, so I'm going to keep counting. Down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. Beautiful, we just found it. Okay, our answer is not the graph. That is the work. That's how we find the answer. The answer is this point where they intersect, okay, where the lines meet. So now our actual answer, I'm going to write it over here. In green, we write it as a coordinate point. So it is lined up with 4 on my x-axis and -3 on my y-axis. So our answer, where they intercept, is at 4, -3. Perfect. If you guys want to see that again, go ahead, rewind it. I don't care what you do there, but there is your one example. You have 2 to do on your own. Submit it on Canvas by taking a picture or scanning it if you've printed it off or have it with you, or go on to wootmath.com, show all your work virtually. Again, there's a WootMath tutorial under my announcements tab, and do it that way, okay? You only have to choose one of those options. Awesome.